All right, we're gonna do some muffler in. So I get this Holzforma G395 XP. I got it kind of, this is a little convoluted, looking for something that could beat my cordless chainsaw, the Optimus. And it couldn't quite, but it's an animal of a saw, and I figure it's in there, so I want to try to bring it out of the engine. So I'm going to start doing some mods, but I just wanted to see, because there's a lot of muffler stuff out there, and I don't want to put one of those full expansion pipe 2-strokes on it, because I'm looking to cut wood. But I wanted to try out these mufflers. So we got the stock muffler here, and then I got this super pipe from Chainsaw Performance Parts. I think it was supposed to come with a gasket. I ordered a muffler for my 372 XP, and that did come with a gasket. So either I missed it in the packaging or it was an oversight, but that's what I got. I ordered this mini pipe from Red Tail Leather, and it came with a spark arrestor, and there's a gasket and some bolts in here. And then I ordered this other mini pipe from KEG Fab, and it came with these 2 bolts or nuts with the tabs welded on them, a couple of gaskets, an extra screen, and some hardware for mounting. And this also has a spark arrestor. So I'm going to try all of these out, and I'm going to see. I don't have a dyno or anything, so it's going to be a log dyno. And I considered getting a new chain for each one, but I think I'm just going to use one chain. I'm going to make sure the wood's real clean, so that the chain, isn't getting dulled or anything. But we're going to start with the stock muffler. We're going to go to the super pipe, and I'm going to tune it each time. Go to the super pipe, go to the Red Tail Leather mini pipe, and go to the KEG Fab mini pipe, and just see how it feels, see to the pants, and how the times look, and how it sounds. So that's the game plan. Let's see where it goes. Okay, this is the super pipe from Chainsaw Performance Parts. All right, this is the red tail pipe. Red tail leather pipe. All right, last up, the KEG Fab Twisty Pro. All right, what got me started on this whole thing to begin with was I wanted to see if I could get one of my gas chainsaws to beat my electric, the hog saw. So we're going to see the speed of this hog, what is it? The OCS 800 Greenworks, and I'll see what the speed is now, and if the Twisty KEG Pro or the red tail leather pipes were enough to beat it. All right, we had a chance to make some cuts and see who made the cut and who didn't. So on the stock muffler, I think it was right around 36 seconds. And I don't know, it's what we expected. So I put the super pipe on first. So even though I got not quite as good a time with the super pipe, I think it was like 38 and change, the throttle is much snappier, and it starts much easier. Like first pull fires right up, and it's insanely louder relative to the mufflers. This I think this one's the loudest of all of them. If I fooled around with it and tuned it, I could probably do better, because I did have that same experience putting one of these on a 372 XP. So even though it wasn't faster, snappier, maybe on smaller wood, it would cut faster. I don't know. I didn't play around with these a ton. I just, made those cuts on a pretty good size piece of wood with them. So then I did the red tail leather pipe next, and it's cool that it comes with the spark arrestor, and he said it doesn't seem to affect the performance. This bolted up fairly easily. This has a throatier sound to it, and this did cost less. One of the things I noticed about all these was that these gaskets that they came with fit these, and I don't know if it's because the cylinder is different in a Holzforma G395 XP instead of a Husqvarna 395 XP, but these gaskets weren't quite as wide as the gasket that came with the muffler. And if you look at this, you can see that kind of oval shape, but it's actually a little wider. So the gaskets that came with these were slightly restricting flow. So I also don't know if that affected things. I wound up reusing the gasket on this just to try to maximize flow. But yeah, this, you definitely notice performance difference with this. I mean, it revs higher. Like I said, I don't think it's actually as loud as this. It's got a throatier sound, and it revs and it performs better. I want to say about 20% better. This was 29.8 seconds on the cut, which ironically is exactly the same that I had for this red tail leather. Now, the way that this pipe is designed, I was able to get in around this using the, these shorter bolts. And I didn't have to go to like the Hex hardware with these tabs, because this is what came with the KEG fab. So the KEG fab muffler, this one sounds the fastest. Like it feels like it revs really fast. The time was exactly the same, 29.8 seconds for both of these. But this actually, I think it's a little bit quieter than this. So I don't know if that matters. This actually muffles a little more. And so it's funny because this is the loudest. I mean, and then this is quieter but throaty, and this is snappier, revier sounding, but quieter, I think, than either of these two a little bit. And obviously that's the quietest. But I did struggle with getting this in, and I actually, what I wound up doing, and it just made it way easier, so I would recommend it. There's 3 screws that hold this housing on, and I took the housing off, and the muffler went in very easily. So I would just, if I was going to do it, either of these two, I didn't have to for this, but it would have made it easier. But just take this top housing off. It's three screws. It's out of the way. Much easier. But those are the things that I noticed between these all 3. The performance of these two in terms of time through the big log was exactly the same. They feel a little bit different, but the time was exactly the same. And again, I could probably keep tuning them and tweaking them and get more out of them. But that's where I'm at. And I didn't do smaller wood or softwood. I just did big hardwood. So that's what my comparison is. Hopefully that's useful information. If you're looking to get one of these, absolutely a performance difference. Even this, like I said, with some tuning, I think you'd probably be able to at least match this, maybe even do a little bit better if you kept tweaking and messing around with it. But it's definitely snappier. I know I've said that 100 times, but just like, because it's, even not being faster, pow, it starts first pull. It's kind of got a nice feel to it. So anyway, there it is. And I came within a hair's breadth of being able to beat the electric saw, but the electric saw still edged these two out by about 0.8 of a second on that log. And I used the same chain for all the cuts. I tried to make sure the log was really clean, so hopefully the chain didn't really dull throughout the process. But I bet if I tweak these a little bit, I could probably get it to match, maybe even beat the electric, the cordless. But I will probably eventually be shaving this a little bit or do a gasket delete, because I think that goes pretty well with the muffler. And I do really like these, and I'll be getting one of these for my 372 XP also. So hope that's useful. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure which one, but I'm going to get one of them because I don't need all of these. So we'll get rid of one and get something else. That's how we keep it going. Thanks for watching.